This is where I store my clay, and it has been sitting for 2+ years because we were moving and it was in a storage facility. It is rock hard. You can see I can't even make hardly a dent. It is so freaking hard. Anyway, I did the trick that people had recommended where you take and you put a cup of water inside the plastic bag, or as much as you think it's going to need to reconstitute, and then you drop it into a bin or whatever you can use, like a 5-gallon bucket, and you cover it in water so that it forces that 1 cup of water that you put inside the plastic bag back into the clay. And dude, let me tell you what, it works. I'm going to show you my bin that I use here in a second. Here is the bin that I use to reconstitute the clay. And I dropped 6 different bags in there, and I put approximately 3 cups of water in each bag. And then, like what I was saying, is you need to then cover those bags in water so it forces that 1 to 3 cups of water that you put in the plastic bag into the clay, and that works via capillary suction, which is super cool, and it seriously works. That one's still a little bit hard, so it probably needs to have more water added or sit in the bin a little bit longer, but check this one out. Look, it's workable. Now I just need to wedge them and it'll be good to go. I just pulled it out of the bin that was soaking in water to get it rehydrated. And so I'm going to work on wedging that. That's going to take me a little bit, but I just want to show you the beginning part that I do. This wire, my husband helped me install, and I just bought this turnbuckle from Home Depot, and we sank an anchor into the 2x4 framework. And then it's just also the same thing on this side where there's an anchor, an eye bolt, and then a quick link. And then this wire we happen to just have on hand, and it works great for when you're wedging, because the more times that you cut the clay and then wedge it, it creates more and more layers, and it's a lot easier to wedge, and it makes wedging a lot faster. Highly recommend. Okay, let's see what this looks like. I went ahead and I cut all the layers that I normally do. And when clay has been soaking in water for too long, probably many of you have seen this. It's called flaking. It just gets over saturated and then kind of starts falling apart. So we got to work it to get it to come back together. Another property that clay has is I think you pronounce it thixotropic. Basically means that you have to manipulate it or compress it to make it come back alive and be cohesive again.
Here's an illustration of how to speed up wedging with using the wire tool as pictured.
I just wanted to do a quick close-up of my wire. And these wires, I'll try to find a similar product. So if you wanted to build the same thing, you would be able to easily. These in particular, these wires are fantastic because they are actually for hanging fluorescent lights.
If you're looking to replicate what I have, here is the whole kit and caboodle from Amazon. One thing I don't care for about this particular setup is that the cable can come loose after extended periods of use. I had that happen with my previous setup in my studio. I prefer the double end prefabricated loops like these pictured. It looks like they're available from this website. There are some similar ones on Amazon too. You'll just have to do some digging. Here are some turnbuckles that are available from the Home Depot, which you'll need as well to tighten the cable. And the anchors, these are some eye bolts similar to what I used in my setup. And last but not least, some quick links so you can easily change out that cable if it starts to fray or break.